Hey, this is DB Woodside from Lucifer, and you're listening to Chris Gordon from Ramblings of a Hellblazer.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a wonderful good night, listeners, wherever you are in the world right now. This is Ramblings of a Hellblazer with yours truly, Chris Gordon. Today I have the absolute pleasure of the company of a man who needs no introduction. He's been on our screens many times over the years, in iconic roles, such as in Romeo Must Die. He was the principal in Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's even played a president in 24. Currently, he's on our screens as Amenadiel in Lucifer. So my dear listeners, I bring to you DB Woodside. Good evening, or good morning to you, DB.
Hey, good morning to you, man.
It's lovely to talk to you, and an absolute honour. As I'll just explained to you, I have loads of questions, but I'm going to shoot straight into the Lucifer ones.
Fantastic. I'll take any questions that you shoot at me.
Excellent. To start with, I was actually talking with a friend earlier about this, and I believe Lucifer's been extremely clever. This TV show with playing with good and evil, how humanity can distort it. So Lucifer, for example, the master of all evil, devil incarnate, is quite humorous and even starts showing compassion. For example, in Team Lucifer episode, he showed true compassion and disgust about the death of the sacrificial girl, etc. Whereas Amenadiel is an angel of God, but on Earth it's the opposite way round. He seems to be falling foul of the temptations of the body and on the darker side of good. Would you agree with that?
I would agree with that. I mean, I think from Amenadiel's point of view, right? I mean, he has one task, and he's come to Earth to persuade, convince, manipulate his brother to go back to hell. And I think from his point of view, as the first season kind of plotted along, that it's becoming worse and worse for him because he's been the one that's replaced Lucifer. So you have a guy that's been a warrior angel for his entire existence. And the one thing I don't think he's used to is hell. So I think that might be kind of grating on his psyche.
Yeah, definitely. It's a new experiences for him. Cool. So moving on to some questions. I've got one from Autumn Wolf, which is very sort of in the same vein. She's saying, when people think of an angel, they think of a shine in white robes with golden halos. So what's it like to so masterfully reinterpret an angelic being, an archangel perhaps, as something or someone more dangerous?
Oh, God, I absolutely love it. I mean, I love it, right? Because, number one, it flips the stereotype on top of its head. I also think that it introduces us to a class of angels that we've rarely seen in film or on TV. And it's, everyone always thinks of God as this, omnipotent, loving being, and they always want to, push the fact away that God can be a very vengeful God, you know. And I think when God feels like enacting a little wrath down on earth throughout history, that Amenadiel is one of the angels that he sends. So he is a warrior angel. I mean, he is that angel that's been in all of those epic battles, with demons and whatnot. So I think that's his world, that is his wheelhouse, and that is what he knows. So anything less than battle is something that's unfamiliar to him, and something that doesn't fit right.
Okay, cool, and great answer. I think you're perfectly right there. There are obviously, the idea of God. It does incur his wrath, so he can't do that with white angelic-looking angels. So he's got to have some sort of warriors somewhere.
Yes, so, absolutely.
Yeah, in that sort of vein, Autumn Wolf says she's heard the lightsaber colours in Star Wars have got meaning. Is that the same true for Wings of an Angel? Because obviously yours are black there, so do you think that kind of rings true?
That's one of those questions that's one of those things that I actually saw that really baffled and disturbed me. What I've heard in the last week or two is that what it's supposed to signify is that Amenadiel is actually a warrior angel, and that Lucifer at one time was, God's favorite angel, a archangel. So I'm guessing that the warrior angels have these big kind of dark black wings that when they're in battle, they also use those wings to, I don't know, shall we say, win battles, possibly decapitate people.
Nice. It's a completely unique way of looking at any angel as well. So it's it does completely throw out any preconceptions that you might have. It's just fantastic. I mean, sorry, I'm singing the praise of the show because I absolutely love the thing. But the portrayal of angels and the demons in it is amazing. Moving on to... Sorry, that's my sycophantic bit there, DB.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. No,
cool.
I think it's great, man. I also wonder a lot, are these angels, I mean, how affected are they when they come to Earth? Maybe they are what we think they are, as long as they're not a part of this plane. But as soon as they come to this plane, they fall victim to the same things that all of us do: jealousy, greed, vanity, emotions, love, hate. So there's something, that I hope that we explore in that vein in season 2. Because I do think that these angels are affected the longer they're on Earth.
Yeah, definitely. You can see that throughout the series as well. The way Amenadiel is, he sort of succumbs to more and more of the earthly ways, and and that sort of the battle that he seems to be having within himself. And moving forward, he seems to be, like you saying, like we said earlier, just succumbing more to human ways.
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually think his weird salvation is probably going to be the fact that he entered into this relationship with Maze that was ill-advised. But there's something about falling in love, right? That softens everybody. I think ultimately in a good way.
Definitely. That seemed to be a lot of the focus for a few questions there. I mean, I've got Angela Robbins, Laura Bowman, Endy, and at Reven MJK have all asked. It seems that Amenadiel had feelings for Maze, which were then physical, and will he ever forgive her? And would they ever reunite? Would you see them ever reuniting? That seems to be a growing sort of a common theme.
I personally would love to see that because I love those two characters together. They're so different, and yet at the same time they have a lot in common. And there's something really special about that relationship. Now I think that we have to watch them work to get back there. I don't think they should be riding off into the sunset anytime soon here.
Yeah.
It's my hope that they're gonna encounter a few obstacles on their way to their happy ending. But Leslie Ann is also just a pleasure to work with. She's crazy, absolutely crazy, and that's one of the reasons why I love her so much. And she's a dear friend.
Cool, that sounds awesome. Moving right into that one, actually, with obviously the relationships that you have on set with the fun, what was the mood and energy like on set? And were there any notable flubs or goofs that you would actually nominate for the future DVD blooper reel? And that comes from at exactly 10 potato.
Yeah, there were quite a few. I mean, the mood on set is always fun. I mean, you can just tell, right? I mean, this is a crazy cast. We all really love each other. And I can honestly say that every time you hear us say that, we all actually mean it. We're actually not just saying it for the press. We sincerely enjoy spending time together.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun. I've always said that the funniest people on set are Rachel and Lauren. By far those two are hilarious, and then after that is Tom. And they just keep it. They all keep it light. They keep it fun, and it's a joy to go to work with these people. I'm feeling very lucky right now, very blessed.
That's awesome to hear. I actually know, I don't know Tom, but I know him from Miranda, the sitcom over in the UK, which he did for many years. I always see him as like a sort of comedy actor from there, and seeing him in Lucifer, it is a total change. But and the relationship, you can tell when people are having fun on set together, when you guys gel really well. There just seems to be an extra special element in there, and I think that's probably one of the reasons why Lucifer has taken off so well. Like some of the shows, because you can see that character gel and the actors gel, and it sort of shines through on the screen there and makes it that much more special.
Yes, all that is very true, very, very true. And it also doesn't hurt that we all like to drink together. So there's always that.
Yeah. I'll have to get you back on so you can talk through some of those drinking stories. I'm sure there'll be a great laugh to talk about.
Absolutely.
Okay, I've got Jackie Milom has asked, will we see any other siblings of Lucifer, or is Amenadiel the only one that will make an appearance? There must be other angels.
I actually don't know. Because we're kind of creating our own mythology. I believe that they have other brothers, but just for selfish reasons, I hope we don't see them for a while because, they have such a great cast here and, we all want to be used more. But I do believe that they have siblings, and there's always the Archangel, and I think that their older brother, Michael. So it would be interesting to see some of the other siblings eventually. Yes, absolutely. We definitely need to do that.
Awesome. Yeah, it would be great to see it. But like you say, we want to see more of you first.
I'll second that. That works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, you're never going to complain. At exactly 10 Potatoes just asked that question. She's also asking, Tom Ellis's singing was surprising and unexpected, but great for the character. Is there a similarly surprising talent you would bring to the table for your character in season 2?
I'd probably say out of this cast, Tom, Rachel, and Leslie Ann are the singers. If they ever have some, episode where they have some wicked dance-off, I'll be there, man. I will be there. That I can do. Just way back when I was a kid, and for probably like the first 10, 12 years of my life, I was a dancer. So dancing is something that I love, that I did before acting. So I would love to do some kind of dancing on the show. I think it would be a lot of fun. And I also do play the piano and a little bit of the guitar. I went from dance to being a musician, and acting was something that kind of caught on last that I fell in love with. But those are the only two other talents that I have. Other than that, I'm pretty boring. So, but yeah, I would love to have some kind of like dancing episode. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that sounds great. Or you could actually sit in the bar, get a piano down in his bar, and play the piano for the.
That also works, man. Anything to irritate Lucifer.
Oh yeah. I think a dance-off will be better though.
I think so too, right?
Amenadiel and Lucifer having a dance-off. That'll be
fantastic. Like the 1990s breakdancing.
Oh yeah. Have them all standing around clapping and shit. Yeah, no. I'm sure they did a Buffy episode, something like that, didn't they? They did a musical Buffy episode, for which you were obviously well versed in.
They did do a musical episode of Buffy, and it was amazing. It was amazing. Unfortunately, I wasn't with the show that year, but it was amazing.
Yeah, try and turn loose. Have a fun episode of Lucifer down the line.
Yeah.
Cool. Jennifer Rhodes Clear has asked, will Amenadiel continue to stay on Earth with Lucifer or go back home?
Well, I don't know if I want to tell her that, because then it
kind
might
of ruins things, doesn't it? Yeah.
Second season. Well, this is what I'll say. I'll say you will get a strong sense. She will get the answer to that question by tuning into the season finale, where some absolutely crazy stuff is going to happen. And I would encourage everyone that they have to wait until the last scene of Lucifer. The last line, the last word is going to turn the entire show on its head and get everyone excited for season 2. So they got to tune in all the way to the very end. When they hear Lucifer utter the last word, they will know where we're going to start and pick up from in season 2.
Oh wow, that's fantastic! That sounds brilliant. Do you know? Yeah. I mean, I'm not even. There's a question here, which is obviously, if I've lost it now. Actually, it was one question was, "Are you excited for season 2?" Which is, I don't really need to ask you because you sound like you. You know, it's obvious.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, because I think with season 1, you know, season 1s of any new show, it's really about trying to find your way, right? Mm-hmm. So you're trying to find what works, and inevitably you also find out what doesn't work. You know, so second season is always a chance for new shows to kind of take what they've learned and reboot a little bit. You know, and the focus is more laser-like from all of the creative people. You know, actors, writers, directors, production people. Everyone now knows where they're headed and what they want to do, and so it's like everyone on the field at the same time, all pointed in the same direction, is exciting. You know, and so I'm overjoyed about a season 2 and really looking forward to it.
Awesome. It was actually at Lucifer Daily who asked that, and they also ask, where would you like to see Amenadiel's storyline go to? How would you like to see that develop?
Me personally, I mean, that's great. I would like to see him kind of stay on Earth, and I think there's something that I think he has to redeem himself. You know, I would like to see him spend a solid season trying to redeem himself for some of the things that he's done in the first season. I think there needs to be consequences for his actions, and I would love to see him spend second season trying to better himself, trying to become more familiar with the ways on Earth. I think that opens itself up to be extremely funny, and I think it's also could open him up in a much deeper emotional way. I think there's a lot of, you know, we're all used to it, but I think, you know, if you take a full-grown man that's never experienced the emotions that we're all so used to, and then you thrust him into the earthly plane, I think there's a lot of drama there. I think there's a lot of things for us to discover and or a lot of things for him to discover. And how great would it be for us to be a witness to all of those discoveries?
Oh, definitely. So much scope and so much could actually be played with and toyed with to develop that as well. And I'm sure you'd have so much fun in doing so.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, I would.
Awesome. One question as well from another. That's actually Autumn Wolf slipped another one is, can an angel fall in love, or is that against the rules?
Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? I definitely think that he's fallen in love. You know, I don't think it's just the great sex, because let's be honest, it's his only sex. We really don't know if it was great or not, do we?
True.
But we do know that he's in love. You know, and I think something that we will see that we'll get a chance to see is we'll see Amenadiel and Lucifer team up again, which is always fun because Tom and I always have a great time when they team our characters up. You'll see us, teamed up for the season finale, and I think we're going to learn a lot about that relationship, why Amenadiel feels the way that he feels. I think Lucifer is going to learn a little bit of why Amenadiel feels the way that he feels. So hopefully there will be some healing in the season finale between the two of them, which hopefully will open the door to some kind of reconciliation between Maze and Amenadiel. Hopefully.
Nice. Can't wait for that now. I've got to wait a bit later. Being in the UK, we get it every Tuesday on Amazon, so I've got to stay away from the internet
okay. So you guys have to stay away from Twitter then.
We do, yeah. It is. It's terrible. I mean, The Walking Dead comes out. It comes out a day before, and some of the other shows they come out like 3 or 4 weeks later. So you've got no chance in hell. So at least with Lucifer, it's the same. It's great. We only have to stay off Twitter for like a day.
Okay. Well, there you go, SC.
Yeah, that's not too hard. My wife will be happy about that. Cool.
Fantastic.
Excellent. So just a couple more about the season 2 is we've got here by B. Embry, Kim McGuinness have both asked when can we expect to see more Lucifer? Do you know when? And will the regular cast and same writers be returning? Do you know that yet?
I can say I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The same cast is returning. All of the writers are returning but one. And we start filming, I believe, sometime in June. So I think we'll be probably, to be honest with you, I honestly don't know. It could be sometime in the fall. I just don't know what month right now. But we'll be back in a few months.
Cool, that sounds
We'll be back on everyone's TV in a few months. That I can guarantee.
Fantastic, and no one can actually sit and wait any longer because we all need to see more.
Fantastic. Well, we will be coming back with a lot more, and hopefully we'll be able to spin you guys out again for the second season and spin you guys out a little bit rougher this time.
Oh yeah, hopefully. Excellent. So that actually brings me to the end of the questions for you today, DB. Is there anything you'd like to say just one last time to all the fans who are listening? Or who will be listening?
I would just love to say that they have been amazing. I mean, they truly have been amazing and so supportive this year. And if they get a chance, please come follow us all over on Twitter and Instagram. Myself, Twitter is @thereal_DB. And at Instagram, it's DB, the number 4, and the word real, REAL. So I would encourage everyone to come follow me and come follow us and, just get in conversations with us. And we'll just always keep it real and fun.
Thank you once again, DB, for your time. Absolute pleasure to talk to you. Really hope that I can talk to you again in the future. And thank you all, listeners, for sending in all your questions. Apologies if I couldn't get to ask some of them this time round. Hopefully we can get another chance to ask them again. I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. This has been Chris Gordon on Ramblings of a Hellblazer. Goodbye.